This is Valley Center TV on Monday, November 23rd, 2015. This is David Ross, editor of the Valley Roadrunner, reporting, bringing you the headlines straight from the pages of this week's newspaper. We invite you to drop by the Roadrunner office and see the Giving Tree. The Roadrunner has partnered with the school district and revived the tradition of the Giving Tree. This benefits needy children in the community. Drop by and pick up an ornament with age and gender of the child and buy an appropriate gift. Return the wrapped gift to the Roadrunner office by December 7th. This is a wonderful way to get into the Christmas spirit.
Ridgeview Church has come to the rescue of the Valley Center Western Days Parade, which will continue to be called the Western Days Parade. The Chamber of Commerce, which has run the parade the last few years, last week announced, quote, "The Valley Center Chamber of Commerce is proud to announce that Ridgeview Church will organize and host the 2016 Western Days Parade." Bill Troke, pastor of the Ridgeview Church, said, quote, "We are excited to take this on and make sure this Valley Center tradition continues. As an announcer for the parade for years, it just seemed a shame to see the tradition end, so we decided to do it." Earlier this year, the chamber announced that it would no longer be doing the parade and asked some other organization in town to take it over. Ridgeview answered the call.
The organizers of Christmas in the Valley need some funds to help bring Santa Claus in by helicopter to the annual event, which will be held December 11th and 12th at Bates Nut Farm. Santa Claus normally arrives to visit his young friends by reindeer sled, but in warmer climates such as Valley Center, he often flies in by helicopter. That was the plan for the 5th annual Christmas in the Valley until the county intervened. Christmas in the Valley organizer Marcia Townsend had raised $750 for the county fee to allow Hummingbird helicopter to land at Bates. Then she learned that the county upped the ante to $3,000. So, if the jolly old elf is going to make a dramatic entrance by chopper this year, Christmas in the Valley will need a larger infusion of cash. Are there any big-hearted Christmas angels out there?
The basement meeting room of VC Community Hall is closed until November 23rd to replace flooring. About a third of the wooden flooring is being replaced. The floor was damaged on the weekend of May 9th through the 10th when some vandal turned the hose on and directed the water downstairs through the kitchen. It is costing taxpayers about $6,700 to repair the damages, replace the boards, and refinish the flooring.
Hi everyone, welcome to the VCTV Sports Report. There's a lot going on, so let's get right to it. The Valley Center High girls field hockey team is the 2015 CIF Division I champion. Emma Smith took a crossing pass from Bernadette Staley and popped in a shot from in close to send the Jags to a historic 1-zip victory over Del Norte in a finals matchup. The dramatic score came with just 14.9 seconds left in regulation and avoided what seemed like a certain overtime session. Another key performer for VC was Bailey Sanders, who stood tall in the Jag net, coming up with a couple of huge saves. The win was the 9th in a row for the Lady Jags and enabled them to finish the year with a splendid 19-4-1 overall record. Others who factored heavily in the VC win, particularly on the defensive end, were Emily Tuttle, Jordan Moreta, Madeline Staley, and Sam Velasquez. Congratulations to Coach Rebecca Embry and her title-winning team. Basketball is just around the corner, and boys coach John Jones believes his team can follow up last year's stellar 21-win season with another good year. Jones feels his offense can surpass even that of last season, but he does have some concern about his defense. But with Score Deluxe Terrence Beckvar returning and a solid nucleus coming back, look for the Jags to have another productive campaign. On the ladies' side, first-year coach Paige Minton is creating a different culture and bringing new juice to the program. So look for the Jags to vastly improve on last year's disappointing win total of just 8. Minton has her charges amped up about the season and convinced they can compete for a Valley League title. If the year is to be a successful one, a talented trio of guards, Hannah Keller, Reese Henderson, and Shelby Smith must lead the way. Fresh off league and conference titles, the VC boys cross-country team finished runner-up to Sage Creek at Saturday's Division IV CIF cross-country championships. The Jags were led by Adrian Monzon, who finished an impressive second overall with a time of 16 minutes and 51 seconds. Other Jag runners who placed in the top 10 were Austin Reeser and Christian Alvarez. The Lady Jags finished 5th. On the football front, Coach Rob Gilster's team took care of business on Friday night with a shutout win over Morse in a quarterfinal Division III contest. Though the score doesn't necessarily reflect it, the Jags were in complete control from start to finish. The VC defense completely shut down the Tiger run game, and the visitors never really threatened to score. The Jag touchdowns came off the left arm of quarterback Rhett Riley, who hit running back Christian Patstone and H-back Brock Moffitt for scores. The differential should have been much higher, but the Jags came up empty on 2 possessions from inside the Morse 6-yard line. But the defense, with too many standouts to name here, had things well under control. By virtue of this vital playoff win, the Jags have advanced to the semifinal round, where they will meet host Mission Bay next Friday night at 7 p.m. That's the sports report. I invite you to check out this week's issue of the Valley Roadrunner for a recap of VC's victory over Morse and detailed coverage of the Lady Jags' memorable CIF field hockey win. I'm Jim Evans saying so long for now as I exit stage left.
Hello Valley Center, this is Joshua. Let's get right to it. Lots of great entertainment going on locally and right at the seat of your couch. Ever see Carmen? The opera by George Bizet. This will be happening down the road at the California Center of the Arts in Escondido, November 27th and 29th. Trust me, you'll recognize some famous songs. Carmen is one of the most enjoyable operas of all times. Memorable melodies such as the Toreador and Carmen's famous Habanera. Don't miss out. So break out your castanets and see you there.
I love you.
I love you too.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 76th Hunger Games.
At the movies, the first box office hit coming up we have is Hunger Games: Mockingjay Part 2. It already aims to reach more than 102 million this weekend. The second movie coming out this week from Disney and the magic of Pixar is called The Good Dinosaur. This is another great family film. First-time Helmer Peterson and screenwriter Meg LaFau from Inside Out have created a fantastic, frequently exhilarating feature that showcases Pixar's greatest strengths: technical brilliance, emotional texture, crossover appeal, and an impish sense of humor that takes the utmost advantage of the animated form. For you gamers out there in the Valley, an unanticipated shocking Nintendo Direct was aired recently on the internet, showing a glimpse of Nintendo's gaming aspirations in the first quarter. The Big N, not to be dismissed, is releasing a slew of hot games, 2 from the Fire Emblem series, specifically for the 3DS. The biggest surprise for me was their announcement of Zelda Twilight Princess HD. Fans rejoice. If you haven't played this entry in the Zelda series, you'll see it fully in high definition. It's going to be remade for the Wii U. Nintendo also displayed actual game footage of the next upcoming Zelda entry, not yet named for the Wii U. It's sure going to be a gaming history. 2016 marks the 30th anniversary of the Legend of Zelda series. To think that I was around to play the first one. Let me know if you want your games, movies, or local event mentioned during these reviews. Shoot over an email to entertainment@valleycenter.com. I'd be glad to help promote your event, especially if it's local. That's about it this week in entertainment. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving with your friends and family, and thanks for watching. Joshua out!
The Chamber of Commerce is sponsoring the annual lighting ceremony on Thursday, December 3rd from 5:30 to 7 p.m. at Shoemaker Realty. You are invited to join Chamber members for an evening of holiday fun and good food. There will be the tree lighting, of course, a toy drive, live music, raffle prizes, and pictures with Santa. This is one of Valley Center's most heartwarming events. The Valley Center History Museum, which has been closed for the past 90 days to greatly expand its building, will reopen to the public on Tuesday, December 8th, with 50% more exhibition space, new displays, and expanded hours. Unchanged will be the policy of free admission to all. Visitors entering the new museum gallery will be greeted by an airplane soaring from the cathedral-like ceiling, and beneath it a stagecoach that played an important role in American history. Quote, "It will be a feast for the eyes," said Museum President Earl Brown. The museum's popular signature exhibit, the California grizzly bear, remains unchanged. The public's opening will be preceded on December 6th by a dedication ceremony and a preview for museum members and donors. Regular hours starting December 8th will be Tuesday through Saturday from noon to 4 p.m.
Friday morning at about 8:45 a.m., firefighters taking part in the annual boot drive for Muscular Dystrophy Association got some unwanted excitement when a car went barreling through the intersection of Colgrade Road and Valley Center Road and almost hit them. The car did hit two other vehicles in front of the market. Quote, "It could have been a lot worse," said one of the firefighters. There was a total of 3 vehicles involved with 5 patients. 2 were transported by Mercy ambulance with minor injuries. After the mess was cleared up, the firefighters went back to their boot work and collected a total of $2,161 for MDA.
On a personal note, people have been noticing that my beard is growing longer and wonder if it has anything to do with the holidays. Actually, it does. I will be appearing in North County Players' production of Mr. Scrooge and Mr. Dickens the weekend of December 18th through the 20th. Give a Christmas present to yourself and come see it. Get tickets at www.northcountyplayers.org. That's all for today. Please let us know what you think about this program. We'd like your suggestions for things to make it better. See you next time, and in the meantime, look for the latest news in the Valley Roadrunner. And happy Thanksgiving to all. Don't eat too much turkey.